Hello and welcome to Tabletop 24. I'm Alan.
I'm John.
Hello, Brian.
And we're here to look at the question of how many times have you ever got a game to the table? And when have you got a game to the table? And why have you got a game to the table? In a new segment to the channel called Would Play Again, where we'll be taking a look at games, some old, some new, as we go along that we've got to the table and sort of giving our views on how we feel that often that should get to the table and sort of hopefully gives people some guidance with stuff that they may have on their shelf of opportunity or maybe looking to pick up in the future. So that's a bit about the why, and the how is going to be based on a scale to start with, at least, which will be a 5-to-1 scale, starting with a wouldn't play it again. Now, this is going to be stuff that we just wouldn't get to the table. Now, I think it's safe to say that's probably going to be a rare bucket.
Yeah.
I play most things.
Yeah, and I think everybody would play most things, at least play it once. But I think there's one, and we do joke about it here, and it's about you and Century Spice Road. It's there, it's looming, and I think just for you that just does nothing for you, does it?
Yeah, I just don't enjoy it. I'd avoid it, and if somebody suggested it, I'd suggest something else.
Yeah, and if it's those type of games where if you're given an option between two games, that's never going to win.
Unless it's Scythe.
Controversial opinion there. So moving on to bucket 4. These will be games that we kind of play, but we're not going to be going looking for. There'll be games that other people are suggesting to play. So
Yeah, Eye of the Sky for me. I can't get into it.
yeah,
It's no reason why I shouldn't like it, but I just don't kind of get it, and I don't really like it very much.
It's games where the mechanics you just don't fit with the game, and you
Yeah.
just don't feel like playing. I like Eye of the Sky. So this is the whole point of this. Different opinions of different games.
yeah, and I think it's safe to say for yourself, probably Scythe falls into that.
Yeah.
Me and Brian, we probably rate
I
Scythe,
like Scythe. I
Yeah.
play it
Yeah.
whenever someone suggested it.
but
Yeah.
I think John needs to be strong-armed into it, and we'd probably look at other games.
And possibly Wingspan for you in that category.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a game I go out. I think for me personally, there's better engine tableau builders. And I think it's a great theme. I think it's fantastic production. I like a lot of Stonemaier games, but I think it just doesn't do it for me. There's other games I'd rather get to the table. So moving on to the bucket 3, the middle of the road. Now, probably a lot's going to fit into this bucket, but hopefully facts, opinions, and sort of the bits and pieces around it will give you the reason why. Now, this will be would play again. So it's games quite simply we've been happy with, that we'd play it again. We might even have it on the shelf and walk past it and play it. But it's probably going to stay in the collection, but it's...
Stone Age, that kind of game.
Yeah, I think for me, that sort of sits Century, and again, controversial to what John said, is for me, Century is something that I could see myself walking past and playing again. But I'm not going to be in a rush to get it to the table or anything like that. So
I mean, I put for myself, I put Catan in that middle bracket, but I don't know, a lot of people wouldn't play it. Some people see it as a bit of an easy gateway game, so
Yeah, I mean, Alhambra.
Yeah.
That type of game for me is like what we probably say the modern classics, if you will. That actually they come out once in a blue moon, but you really enjoy them when they do come out.
Yeah, exactly. When they come out, you really enjoy them, but you wouldn't necessarily want to play them straight away again.
Yeah. So moving on from that is our number 2 bracket, which would play it again soon. These are things that would sit in rotation. They may drop off at another point, but they will be things that you want to get to the table either in the next month, or they're the hot game for you. They're something that you're going to get out, but they might not be the long stay in the collection, but they're there. So I think anything from
Things like Clank for me, Terraforming Mars.
Yeah.
But that kind of ilk. It's the regulars that you just want to play and play and play.
Yeah, I mean, I think for us, It's a Wonderful World did that.
Yeah. Port Royale, I put in there as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Legacy games to an extent that you just want to get out and keep playing and play through. Wonderful World is a great example of that. Just you add to and keep wanting to play. Yeah, that kind of thing.
Yeah. And then last but not least is our top bracket, which is would play again now. Now, these are games where we would literally want to get them straight out. They probably may have hit the table 2 or 3 times when we might not necessarily have the time to play them. And these are, again, they might be the hotness, and hopefully we'll try and avoid actual really hot games that are just flash in the pan, but actually will have some longevity. And they would be games that we want to want to get to the table, and we're happy to do it. So if you like that, check out the first video in the series that will be coming up. That is Discworld and Warpork. If you haven't done so already, please like and subscribe to our channel, and we'll catch you next time. Take care.
Bye.